Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Hey everybody, just here to let you guys know that this is Houston We Have a Problem podcast, and it is an adult podcast, which means we talk about adult things. So if you are not over the age of 18, go ahead and sneak and listen to this podcast like we know that you're going to. But if you're over the age of 18, then blast us proudly. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome. My name is Crystal.
You sound like you're about to recruit us into a cult.
Blessed be.
May the Lord open.
But I am Crystal, and yeah, that's all that matters. So let's just get into the show. I'm just playing. I'm here with my baby mama Lloyd.
Hey.
And the bane of my existence, Raven.
Hi. Y'all are stupid.
And together, we make this show. We changed it. It's called Real Niggas. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can find us on Twitter for T for Tried It. You can email us at hwap.podcast@gmail.com. You can send us a voicemail at 502-498-8814. Let me go and run that back. Once again, it is 502-498-8814. You can also find us on Facebook. If you want some BAP merch, you go ahead and get to, what is it? Oh, tpublic.com/user/Black Astronauts Podcast 1. And also, of course, the Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Black Astronauts. And with that, Raven is going to read us the list.
Lloyd's gonna read us the list.
With that, Lloyd is gonna read us the list.
Professional podcasting. Okay, so before I read the list, I'm just gonna quickly remind our Play Cousins of the different levels that they can donate at and what they will get at each level. So at $3, or up to $3, I should say, you get a shout out on the main BAP and access to our archives, and our archives are about 6 years deep now. Yep. And they're adding old HWAP, like classic HWAP, which is, the Beyonce of the network, if we're being real.
I mean, that's legit.
At $5, you get a shout out on all the shows, plus access to our archives, plus access to our firesides, and a chance to be entered into our quarterly giveaway of a $75 Amazon gift card, which is basically $75 cash, because what can't we buy on Amazon? And then at $10 or more, because you can always give more, you get a shout out on all the shows, archives, firesides, your chance at the quarterly giveaway of a $75 Amazon gift card, plus bonus contents. Ooh. So I just want to shout out to people who have donated to us this week. Let me scroll up because this list getting a little long. We got Peter H. Oh, don't freeze up on me now. Marshall L. Deloya, The Disrespectful One MJ, Shadrach C, Black Sean, Nutella is Life. Disagree. Hard pass. Sadida H. Ron B, Veggie Vixen, Teddy Funked, Pasto Shanae, Felt 5, Mr. Grade, Keith Andrews. Okay, Keith. Shlonda W, Wonga from Way Down Under, Cameron B, Simo, Mark Asnega. I tried. Send me the phonetic spelling, sis. Ashley G, Chonilla, Knowledge, Dre, Donald, our faithful cousin Ophelia Ono, Charlie Snowflake, Angela D, Beverly S, Jordan H, Tamika M, for wash folks who take naps before the club but never show up, DJ Food and Drink, Ariana, Just DeAndre, Devo G, Scrum Master Flash, Nikki M, Tasha Salad, and Shauna E. Thank you, dope ass motherfuckers, for donating to us because we know times is getting hard out here.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
You didn't have to, but you did.
We appreciate you.
And for those who don't know, we treated all of our Patreon members to the first episode of season 3 of Insecure. It was a great episode. First it's free though. After that is going back behind the $10 a month paywall. So, you know,
it was a good episode. I finally watched it like an hour ago. You're so busy.
But anyway, guys, before we get into what we've been doing, we got a email. Now, if you guys want to get in contact with us, we did get a new email address, hwap.podcast@gmail.com. If you're not sure how to spell hwap, check out the title of the show. I always put our hashtag in the title of the show, so that's how you spell it. So it's hwap.podcast@gmail.com. So this email comes from our good friend Michael Bandy. Say hello, friends.
Hey.
Hello?
I said hey.
I'm talking about Lloyd. What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all are rude.
My bad. I didn't realize I was on mute.
I was pausing to let you speak, nigga.
I was just trying to re-pour my Henny. I'm sorry.
Say hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
My God. Michael says, hey, ladies. I've been a huge fan of HWAP for a while now, and I finally decided I was going to write you guys. I don't know why you don't get more feedback from folks, as if this podcast is not fire, all caps.
Thank you. Thank you.
As if people are not listening and laughing their asses off and they're not anxiously waiting 2 weeks for the next episode to come out. And you can't write in and give some feedback. That's mad disrespectful. Now,
yep.
Let me be the first to say there are a lot of podcasts that I've listened to for years that I have not written into and all that other stuff. But y'all should make it a habit because we love y'all. So y'all should show us the love back. That's all I'm saying. I got to do better about my feedback and we can all do it together as a family. Anyway. Just wanted to say that listening to you guys feels like I'm hanging out with my friends. We're always absolutely inappropriate with each other, and I live for it. I'm probably not the audience that you may have expected, considering I'm a gay white dude, but I absolutely love HWAP and agree with everything you guys say. White folks ain't shit most of the time, even to other white folks.
That's what I'm saying.
On a serious note, I am a social work major in college, and as such, it's really great to hear a black female perspective on things because I feel like that perspective is so left out of everything mainstream, and it's an important perspective for people to hear. Maybe your intention isn't necessarily to educate folks about what things are like for black people. It's not your responsibility to educate folks, but I have definitely learned a lot from listening to you guys. I'm all about education and all about learning a better way to move in the world, and I get a part of that from listening to HWAP. So thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so flattered.
That was just so flattering. Like, you think you're always talking into a void, and it's like, oh, people really are listening, and I'm just not talking in space.
To myself, to my friends.
To my friends, which is fine with me. I like talking to these niggas, but, you know, it's also nice to know that people are really listening. So shout out to you, for one, listening to this dope ass
wait. We got
two.
Look, we got like a whole nother paragraph before you start accepting the roses.
I read the email several times, so yeah, you're right. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think that far too often, white people refuse to recognize that we have privilege, and when we do, we feel guilty about it or try to make ourselves victims, saying that everybody blames us for everything, and I'm not here for it. We should be using our privilege to speak up when shit ain't right. That's what I try to do every day, remembering your conversations and things you guys talk about help me remember to do that. Thanks for reading. If you read this far, I ramble on way too much. And thanks for just generally being 3 awesome women giving me life every couple weeks. Eternally yours, Mike.
Oh,
God, thank you.
thanks.
That's so sweet.
Shout out to you for one being dope enough to actually write in. Shout out to you for number 2 that we are the dopest podcast on this network. 3, the biggest part of the shout out is for recognizing that you do have privilege, even being a member of a marginalized group within whiteness. You still have privilege, and shout out for you recognizing that sometimes the white people be annoying. See, I don't hear it enough from other white people.
Yeah. So we appreciate your emailing again. If you guys want to send one, hwap.podcast@gmail.com. So who wants to start off with what they've been doing? Anybody been doing anything interesting?
I have been spending so much money that I am afraid to see my credit card statements.
Oi.
I can feel that.
No, like real life. And it's all been on like shit we had to buy for the house. Well,
I felt that in
we
my
didn't
soul.
need to buy a grill. It just seemed like the right time. I already spent all that other money. I was like, what's another 100? Fuck it, we here now.
I mean, you can still grill in the winter, so you know.
But I'm glad all the purchases that we made are not purchases that we'd have to buy every single week or month. They're like one time purchases, like a washer and dryer.
And if you
a grill.
spend good money on it, that's the last time you're gonna have to buy it. So
yes,
it's worth
praise
it.
the Lord. I also discovered TaskRabbit, and white people, why y'all keeping secrets? You know how this feels? I feel like the white lady who was praising shea butter, asking black people why we was keeping the shea butter a secret.
The butters.
Do you remember that video?
I do. I remember black people was bad like, bitch, what you mean? Like, oh my God, she's kidding. Relax.
But that's how I feel right now. But if you're looking for me or my cute ass daughter who is getting all the teeth in her mouth, you can find us on Twitter and IG at @thatgirl_Lloyd.
Listen, I'm trying to sleep like Garvey in that recliner.
Garvey was out.
She was slumped.
Gone.
Like, she was laughing real hard, and then she wasn't.
I haven't had sleep like that in a long time.
Listen,
I think you have to be under 2 to sleep like that. I really think that's like a rule somewhere.
You know what's crazy is that like slept like a baby. That never really had a lot of relevance to me because I always like babies don't sleep or they cry all fucking night. What do you mean? You ever seen a baby actually sleep? They be gone.
Yeah, they're gone. It's amazing because they ain't got no worries. When you ain't got no bills to pay, you sleep great.
All you got to worry about is who gonna wipe your ass next. Listen,
right? Shit,
life is but a dream.
I be sleeping well too.
What you been up to, Crystal?
Just working. Slowly learning that I need to cut more people out of my life. I've been too nice.
What?
I'm bringing the bitch back because niggas one by one have been disappointing me left and fucking right.
That's deep.
But let me stop because that involves my teeth for tried it. So I'm gonna stop that. But I have been working, auditioning. This particular season of Insecure is gonna be salty for me because I auditioned for 2 parts and didn't get either one of them. But so I'm gonna be watching the TV screen like, damn, it could have been me. But because I auditioned for 2 parts, I kind of know what's going to happen in the season, so I feel special. And what else have I been doing? Trying to get my finances together, trying to get my credit score up, and selling these body butters and these body oils and these body scrubs. If you want one, hit me up. They're affordable. You can find me on YouTube and on Facebook and on the other thing, what's it called? Instagram as Chrissy Chula. I had a rhythm and I definitely forgot the Instagram. As Chrissy Chula. You can find me on Twitter and on Tumblr as the Chrissy Chula. And you can find me. Oh, nope. You can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com if you want your skin to be glistening, or if you just want to say, hey, Or if you want to be in the Ask Chrissy series, yeah, that's all I got, I think. Oh yeah, Patreon. Ha! And then if I have a Patreon page,
Lord.
just me by myself, patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. Thank you. Blessed be.
Need to stop. So
Every time you say that, I just think of The Handmaid's Tale ruining my life.
What is it? Blessed be the fruit.
may the Lord open it or something.
No, it's blessed are the fruit, and you're supposed to respond, may the Lord open.
No. Well, as for me,
Gross.
one thing that I've been doing is watching Handmaid's Tale. Okay. That's so crazy. I'm early in the second season. I haven't been able to really sit down and watch TV these last couple of days unless it was Insecure. So I've been watching that show, and it's super weird and it's super crazy, but I've seen a couple of tweets that kind of taken me out of the element of the show. Somebody said that Handmaid's Tale is what a white woman believes the Underground Railroad was like.
Yeah, that's what it was.
My God. Why y'all like this?
Well, that kind of knocked the dust off of it for me.
I don't even watch that show, and that's hilarious because I got a feeling it's correct.
But it's quite accurate.
What?
They beat us and they rape us and they don't gotta feed us if they don't want to. Every once in a while, it's not normal. They still let us do what we want to do, but it's still pretty bad. Slavery.
I hate slavery.
I'm enjoying The Handmaid's Tale. I've finished both seasons, but I was reading online that the producer wants to do like 10, and I'm just like, please don't. Thanks.
They want to do 10 what?
5 is maximum, and that's a lot.
10 seasons?
Yes, 10 seasons of it.
Well, you never know.
I'm watching, I'm just like, anything, after a while, it's going to be tired. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like Handmaid's Tale is one of those TV shows. It's not a TV show like, it doesn't seem like it's a TV show like Game of Thrones or because The Walking Dead's been going on for a really long time. But it doesn't seem like the type of TV show that's going to have the longevity for 10 seasons.
Right. It's going to get to a point where you can't, we can't even get into that.
Shit. Anyway, so that's what I've mostly been doing, that and just hustling, working, doing my thing, like I always do. If you want to find me, you can find me all over the internet at This Zeta's a Jerk. That's Snapchat, Instagram, the Twitters. You can see me retweeting over there. You can also find me the Black Astronauts Facebook page too. Bothering people and trolling folks, especially now that Insecure is getting started back up. I can't wait to argue with you niggas.
Can't wait.
So, let's see. How do we want to do this?
I don't know, but I would just like to say that Ulta now is carrying Peach and Lily's new skincare line, and I damn near had a fucking heart attack at work when I saw that shit, bitch. You don't know how happy it makes me feel.
Krista, I don't know how much more supple you need your skin to be, sis.
Nigga, my forehead is breaking out.
Probably because you done experimented with all these different serums and creams and toxins and the bloods of babies, and sis, you don't need shit else. I've seen your stash. You're good.
Okay, so speaking of bitches who bathe in the blood of children, Omarosa.
Ma'am.
Thank you for that.
I hate you.
Ooh, jumped in that bitch like double dutch. Can't touch that.
I hate you.
Bask in the glory. So
like
we all remember our good
What's wrong
sis.
with me for choosing you as my friend? That's the question I need to ask myself.
So guys, you remember our good sis Omarosa, right?
Don't call her my sister.
She not my sis.
Hold up. That was oh no, sis. Oh no, I feel like that's worse than you calling me Latavia. I feel as a way.
So we all know Omarosa. She came to fame first for being on The Apprentice and being ruthless and cutthroat, and throughout the years just overall being a controversial character. She's one of those people who don't mind getting dirty for the dollar. Okay, she is bought and sold. Okay, so if you remember, She was a White House staffer. Never really sure what she did while she was there, but she had a job.
At all.
They just needed a token Negro.
And she was the only African American to have served in a senior role in the White House. So, when was this? About a year or so ago, she got fired. And allegedly there was this whole spectacle, and she was taken into the Situation Room, and they said that she was escorted out the premises, and she got fired for whatever reason. I'm still not 100% sure, and between the two of them, I wouldn't believe the stories that came out anyway. So now Omarosa is taking advantage of the opportunity to take the spotlight. She's on a press circuit right now talking about how she's was videotaping, voice recording conversation with the president, and he's a racist and he's vile and everything's crazy, and she wants to be the whistleblower who's blowing the lid off of everything, and everything like that.
Nigga, you ain't blowing the top off of any damn thing. We knew he was racist. Like, this is not a surprise.
And so Omarosa's been all over the internet and all over the press saying that there's a tape of Donald Trump saying nigger and la 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 and things like that. So first of all, what's the one lady's name? She looks like old turkey. She looks sliced turkey with eyeshadow.
I'm gonna need you to narrow that down.
Yeah, there's so many women that look like that though.
What else is wrong with her? You talking about Kelly
talks in front of
Conway?
people. What's her name?
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
That's it. Sarah Huckabee
there
Sanders.
It is. I was gonna keep going down my list.
She looks like.
So it's gonna be my next guess.
Yeah,
it's like playing 6 Degrees of Fox white women.
Yeah. Well, she came out and said that she cannot not say that there's a nigger tape, which means that there's a possibility that he said nigger.
He definitely said it.
They not gonna deny it.
It's more so that there's a possibility that it's recorded.
Yeah,
because he definitely says it in his free time.
And so today, he got on here on this internet on Twitter and said, when you have a crazed, lying, low life, when you give a crazed, crying, low life a break, give her a job at the White House, I guess it just didn't work out. Good work by General Kelly for quickly firing that dog.
I feel icky because I'm in a place where I'm like, don't make me defend Omarosa. Ugh. The dog comment rubbed me the wrong way.
You know what? I don't expect anything better. How dreadful. And
I'm just confused about why she thinks that bringing this alleged tape out that this man said nigga. We know he said nigga, but we just don't know if somebody recorded it. Like, I just want to know what she thinks is going to happen if this tape is released that he said nigga. We've already established that this nigga can't do anything and get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Omarosa's a narcissist. She wants her time in the sun.
He has offended every single fucking group of people.
I'm not even. So keep in the bag, sis. Okay, which I always said, if you're gonna be taking somebody's racist shit, at least getting paid. Get paid. However, you're not giving me as a Black woman any information that I did not already know.
Right.
And these tapes are not for us. They are they're just to help her sell her book. You know what I mean? To white people, I'm assuming, because I'm not gonna buy that shit.
I guess maybe she putting this out here for the white women that voted for him. Like, that's gonna do something. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't have the answers. You still can't come to the cookout, sis. It's still
You'll never come to the cookout. You'll be
ever.
And I better not catch nobody trying to bring you back a plate.
Bitch, you better not be in the parking lot.
Not even. Nope. It's a no, sis. I'm just. Nothing about this is surprising. Like, this is the exact trajectory of this relationship in my mind. From the second she was his campaign coordinator for African American outreach to her getting whatever position he gave her within the White House. I was just like, this is going to end badly because all of his relationships with people of color or his subordinates end badly, including the many wives he's had. And it's Omarosa. She's just not going to mesh well with most people. And I'm not even saying I buy the whole the story John Kelly or whatever his name was saying about Omarosa. I just knew that she would eventually be fired because once he's in the White House, he had no more use for you.
Man, fuck her. Fuck every single pastor that met with this nigga. All of them. All you damn coon ass motherfuckers. Fuck all of y'all.
Period. So, moving on. Speaking of people who we can count in the fuck all of y'all group.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all remember last year, right? About a year ago, there was the march in Charlottesville where a bunch of upset white people descended upon a town to protest the removing of a Confederate statue. And there was a lady who was killed at the protest, and people were beaten in the streets and all other types of shit, right? So I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. So in reverence of that day, these white nationalists decided that they were going to have a march in Washington. So this is coming from Yahoo News reports. A white nationalist rally in the heart of Washington drew 24 demonstrators and thousands of chanting counter-protesters on Sunday on the one-year anniversary of the racially charged violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. A large police presence kept the two sides separated in front of the White House. So about 25 white nationalists showed up to protest, and thousands of counter-protesters showed up to meet them.
Lovely. I need y'all counter-protesters to keep that same energy when it's time to go vote.
Man. By the way, November is coming. Make sure you register to vote. Check on your registry because they are fucking with people and they are purging people's registry. That's not a conspiracy. It's been reported on the news. Check your fucking registry. Make sure you register to vote because these midterm elections are just as important.
If not more important, but whatever.
Don't complain about it. Vote about it.
Hello. So, I just want to take a moment to give a nice hand clap to the members of Antifa. These were the nice men and women who were coming around and busting the head of the Nazis. That's very nice of you. I think that we can definitely attribute a good amount of the reason why nobody showed up to the fact that they didn't want to get their shit knocked in. And it's interesting because I know, especially on our show, we were a little suspicious of the Antifa movement, especially because it's like, are y'all just doing this because y'all want to fuck with somebody, or y'all really about our shit? You know what I mean? And when shit goes down and black people are getting arrested, are you still gonna be on that, give us our free shit, or you just gonna leave us in the dust and you're just a nice white boy, so you're only gonna get 30 days probation while somebody else is going to jail for 20 years for assault?
Because white folks be doing that.
They stand that. Ow.
I just yeah, white people just keep doing things. It's very tiring.
They do, man.
Are you not exhausted? I'm exhausted.
And I never sit down to take time to think about it because I would just lose my goddamn mind. It makes me so mad.
But I think the issue, and I want to be happy about the fact that there were way more counter protesters and there were protesters for the Unite the Right cause. But it's just a reminder that these motherfuckers, it doesn't make me feel good because I know for a fact that even though the bodies weren't physically there, the bodies will physically be there come this November. They will put bodies in that booth. Those bodies will pull the lever for whatever our candidate continue to further fuck up our country. And it's like, Antifa, you cool and all, but if you ain't doing like voter registration, if you ain't fighting voter suppression, I can't be like, I'm not too impressed. I'm not like rushing to be like, oh, okay.
Right. I need you to figure out a way to get people to the polls.
Okay. keep that same energy, because just because the bodies aren't physically there don't mean that there's America's changing or moving back towards the center, as they say. No, these motherfuckers just realized that putting your face out there could jeopardize your livelihood. That's one thing I feel like white supremacists are starting to realize. But even then, I still see so many making the same fucked up mistakes and losing their jobs all over the internet. But I feel like they wisen up a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna go to the rally, but I'm gonna pay $10 towards the political action committee that's gonna support my candidate that thinks these rallies are great. Like, yeah, but yeah.
So, I mean, I agree. I think one of the biggest things is that they realize that they need to go back to being underground. You can't go out there and being openly racist, because there are consequences for that, but they can still pull the same shit that they pulled in the election where, I don't have to put a Donald Trump sticker on my car to go and vote for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that they can hide.
Right.
They can hide off into the shadows and no, am I going to go and march in Washington talking about, fascism and Donald Trump? No. But am I going to vote for him if need be? Yes. And, that's people though. So,
Omarosa also I just read an article. Omarosa said President Trump has a co-cabinet.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm more than sure. There's literally nothing that she could say that could surprise me.
That's true.
So
that I believe, because crack is whack. And he wouldn't do crack because that's the things that the blacks do.
Isn't any list of things that could be wrong with him. So let's get into this, because this is interesting. I was sitting in my car today before I go in the house, chilling in what I call the clubhouse, opened up my phone on Twitter and saw that someone was being retweeted. His name is Madison Shockley III, and he was tweeting about Issa Rae.
Oh, I saw this shit today. So confusing.
So
continue.
Let's see if they have it listed.
Of course they do.
Okay, I'll just read how this is coming off of Newsweek. I'm just going to read the whole article. Madison Shockley III accused Insecure star Issa Rae of assault on a Monday Facebook post. The actor took to social media to say Rae, who arguably has one of the most popular comedies on HBO, dug a chair into his foot and smiled during a dinner event in 2012. Shockley played Issa's love interest Fred on the web series The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl. Shockley apparently tried to confront Rae for years, but she never responded. I'm no longer afraid to address it in public for numerous reasons, but among them is the fact that my private attempts to reach out to her over the past 5 or 6 years have failed to result in even a returned phone call, he wrote. According to Shockley, he asked to meet Rae after a screening of Awkward Black Girl in New York. She told him to meet at a restaurant with Pharrell Williams, who apparently sponsored season 2 of the show. When he showed up with his friends, he was invited to sit down and have some drink. There was calamari going around too. It was great. That's when Rae, 33, showed up with 2 of her friends. There wasn't room for her or her guests at the table. I look up for my drink, a plate of calamari, to see her walking in and staring at me dagger eyes. I rose up out of my seat to say hello to her as she walked over, Shockley said. Then I realized there was no more seats at the table for her and her guests to sit down. The actor, 31, said his goodbyes and got ready to leave out, but not before Rae allegedly made her displeasure clear. As Issa approached, I offered her my seat. She took the chair, placed the foot of it on top of my foot, then used her hands to put pressure from the top of the chair down on my foot, Shockley alleged. While she smiled at my face, she was driving the foot of the chair into my foot. I got the message that she was very upset that I was there. He continued, I held a well under my breath out of not wanting to be embarrassed in front of everyone, and it happened so fast I was shocked that more shocked that she had done that. I limped out of that restaurant, went into a cab with my 2 friends. When we got in the cab, I immediately started cursing and taking my shoe and sock off. I had a bruise and a scratch that broke the skin on the top of my foot. Aside from the Awkward Black Girl, Shockley is man best known for The Neighbors, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that is an incident that he is accusing her of where, you guys heard the story. Another thing that
I haven't.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just read it.
Oh, you said it like you know what's going on.
I
Like,
just read
okay,
the
never mind.
whole story. What do you mean?
I thought you meant something else. Like there was more to it.
Oh no. And then another thing that he is claiming as far as Issa goes is that she's not as forthcoming about her actual involvement with Awkward Black Girl, in the sense that he feels as if she's taking too much credit for its success, like she was a one-man army and not giving enough credit to the entire team, which I wish I could find that. Let me see. Like, okay, here's another story.
I'm just confused.
I mean, basically, it's a guy who's saying that he's played Fred on the show and he's just airing his grievances about Issa Rae. Now, is it...
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, why would she just walk up to you and then just assault you and put the chair on your foot like that?
Well, I guess she didn't. He's saying that she didn't want him in there schmoozing with Pharrell. Because basically, one of his big claims is that one of the reasons why Issa Rae blew up from the show and nobody else did was that she had all of the opportunities being funneled through her PR person. So she was taking the most lucrative opportunities for herself and only telling the team about certain small things. And so he feels as if, she's a nasty, horrible, manipulative person who used the efforts of other people to claw her way to the top.
Okay, well. Okay, I just want to talk about the chair on the foot situation.
Okay.
I'm not saying it couldn't happen.
There's more to it. It's got to be.
I just feel like if you had already had a vendetta with her prior to your meetup where this chair assault happened, could it be that this was just an accident? Like because I know my clumsy ass, I've definitely pulled out a chair and the foot of the chair is like hit one of the foot of my friend. I wasn't looking, trying to move too fast. I've done it. From what he described, he said they were at a club restaurant type situation after the premiere of a party. Mm-hmm. What did the story say? I'm really asking.
Oh no, the story said that they met at the restaurant after a premiere. I guess the story went that they were having two separate premieres and they were supposed to meet up afterwards.
Okay, well, I just don't know. Okay, I wasn't there. I'm not. Let me just preface it with that, but it seems like this could also have just been one of those things where it was really an accident on her end, but because he already has an issue of vendetta with her, he took it as you did that shit to me on purpose. Like, you ever just not like a motherfucker and after a while everything they do bother you?
Yeah, that's true.
Most normal shit. Like, this bitch just gonna walk up in here from outside. What was she supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
You brought me a birthday present on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what it sounds like to me. But for all I know, she could have looked that nigga in the face and be like, yeah, I'm about to put this chair on your fucking foot. For all I know,
Or let's say, for example, okay, here's another story. Early in season 1 of Awkward Black Girl, our producer hired a camera guy to shoot the show instead of us continuing to use Issa's handy camcorder. We really couldn't afford him, but he agreed to work for a low rate. The cameraman bought his own camera, lights, microphones, an assistant camera guy, and a talented eye. He worked long hours on set, and as anybody, he shot everything from then on. Then he became our editor, then ended up running the entire post-production process. This cameraman was de facto directing because Issa really didn't know what directing entailed at the time. Over the course of season 1, you can see the production value of the show climb each episode. This was a direct result of our cameraman/director. We asked this man to work an incredible amount of hours while making this project on his own equipment during season 1, the season that everybody loved. I'm aware there's so many broken financial promises to this talented filmmaker, but that really breaks my heart and makes it so hard for me to let go of what this is. Early on in season 1 of Insecure, I recall this director telling me excitedly that he had been invited to the set of Insecure to shadow the episode's director. He was under the impression that he was going to get the chance to direct an episode of the show he shot and directed the proof of concept for. It's sad to me to say that to this day he hasn't been asked to direct a single episode of the 3 seasons HBO has produced. The worst part is that other television writers and producers want to hire him to direct television, but because he doesn't have any TV credits, he cannot actually get the jobs. That makes a tremendous difference in his income and quality of life. That's not right.
I half believe him. Because there's a lot of detail in there where it's like, okay, there's some truth in that.
But the really good liars know to throw a lot of details and shit to make you
Because
believe.
you're
The
not
more
old
details you
black
add on
people.
some shit, people are like, you know what? They ain't gonna lie about all that shit, but actually, they might.
I just feel like it sounds plausible.
It's very plausible.
It sounds
You could have
probable.
done all that manipulative shit. I just don't believe the chair on the foot story, sis. That's
I-
probably where
I just feel like he's painting this picture like, yeah, Issa fucked us over. Issa was supposed to bring the whole cast and crew on. What? Nigga, she's a black woman in America. She's a black woman in Hollywood. How is she supposed to put all y'all on? And here's another thing. Black men lie.
That we have a millennia of proof of.
Like
these niggas be lying.
They just lie. And sometimes they lie for no reason. You be like, hey, what color is the sky? Green. Nigga, is blue. Nope, it's green. Have nothing invested in it, would just lie. So I only half believe him because it sounds everything he's saying sounds like it is possible. It could probably happen. And who knows? Maybe Issa is a huge bitch. We don't know. But I just feel I'm just side-eyeing this whole situation because what motivated this? We on season 3 of this damn show.
What motivated this according to him? Matter of fact, I just scrolled past the tweet. Let me go back.
You said what?
Basically, he did he made some comments about her, and he was saying that he saw her on the Colbert Show, and she said that she never wanted to come across as a bitch because she doesn't want to be that person and she doesn't want to be that way, and that set him off. I wish I could find.
And sometimes that's you don't like a motherfucker for so long, and you have because I'm not saying that his feelings aren't valid, and I'm not even saying that they aren't justified. I'm specifically talking about the chair on the foot situation. I feel like that was really just a real life accident. And he just hate her so much. He was like, that bitch did that shit on purpose.
Right. I'm kind of feeling that way too. And then also,
okay, but I'm not. Hey, if she kept all the good opportunities first, that could have definitely happened. That sounds very plausible as fuck. And if she did that, bravo to you, sis, for putting yourself first.
And then also, here's my thing. The awkward black girl thing is not a character. Have you seen her out in public? She, she's grown, but she still ain't she's still awkward.
I mean, she's the face of the show. But the only thing that really makes it unclean to me is the fact that it's why are you doing this right now? Like, I read the reason why, and he's like,
That's what
she
I'm
did
saying.
this interview and I didn't like it. If you guys want to read the tweets, you can follow him on Twitter. It's the Bay Expert, _Bay_expert. And you can read the tweets, and they all link to Facebook posts, but you can read them. But like, I get what he's saying, but it just, the timing of it is suspicious. The Monday after the 3rd season of Insecure, it's the day after when all the blogs and everything are going to be talking about the episode and the analysis, and this is going to blow up real big and all this other stuff. That just looks suspicious to me.
Let me drop this shit right now. What?
And because I could understand if this was happening maybe during like the 1st or 2nd season when he was saying like, and I hate to be that person to be like, oh, why now? Because that's a lot of the same tactics that people use against people who are legitimately victims. But this seems very opportunistic in the sense that you planned it right at the premiere, and then not hoping to get anything from it, but to tell your truth and say that we were all a part of this thing and we should have more. And you stomped on my foot with the chair, which if she did was wrong, but
Why you ain't say this during season 1?
When you realize that you weren't getting
right.
When you realize that you weren't getting what you felt like you deserved.
Because the white lady from the YouTube series was there. The Indian girl that was on the show, she was there.
He actually brought that up. Let me see. Where's that tweet at? Because he said something about people think that since some people was on there and some people weren't. Let's see.
I'm just confused. Like,
okay, here we go. People think
I don't trust them.
Page is loaded. People think that because other actors from ABG are on Insecure, the ones who weren't must have done something wrong. The truth is, the actors that have gone on to Insecure were not privy to much about the production of the show, besides reading their lines given to them in the script. People who didn't go on are the folks that saw Issa as professional, that Issa saw as professional threats. What's wrong and makes the people who made the biggest contributions behind the scene look like they might be difficult to work with if Issa's not working with them anymore.
And it also seems like a lot of scapegoating, bro. Like, okay, so maybe she has access to open a couple doors. She didn't shut every fucking door or window there is to get you to your success.
Yeah.
Okay, sis?
I just, like I said, niggas lie. So
he sounded like Nicki Minaj to me. Like, y'all could go be sisters and victims together. Go the fuck on.
I'm so glad that you said that, because we're gonna wrap that conversation up. We will be we'll keep an eye on that situation and see if anything comes of it, because that's definitely interesting, and I'm interested to see how it goes, because it's I feel like it's a very interesting conversation to have about how social media is gonna change the way that business has to be done. You know, that I can just go and put you on blast on Twitter and put you in the court of public opinion and see how you rinse out.
Right. And just like, I could say anything. I could come out and be like, man, Issa promised she was going to put me on because I auditioned and this is what happened. And I could do a series of tweets now. I just feel like, I don't know. Okay. I mean, not like I'm just completely dismissing everything he's saying.
It can all be true. I'm just saying
I half believe him.
Homeboy makes it less believable to me.
I half believe him. That's what I'm gonna say.
And you know what they say about a half truth, that it's a whole lie. So there's that. Moving on.
Speaking of whole lies, Nicki Minaj put out an album about a week or so ago. Have either of you guys listened to it?
No.
You said Nicki Minaj. I didn't hear you.
Did you guys listen to Barbie Dreams?
Yes, I did.
I've heard a couple bars off of it, but not the entire song, no.
I actually did hear the entire song of Barbie Dreams. Somebody played it for me.
What'd you think?
I thought it was funny, and I thought it was rude, and yeah.
That's all you got, sis.
I tried.
Here's what I liked about it. It gave me that old school feeling of, like, I don't want to call it fresh hip hop, because hip hop is way older than I am. But it gave me that 90s, it gave me that Brooklyn feeling hip hop. Like, I like that part, you know what I mean? Especially the beat and stuff. But I realized I'm not really into hearing Nicki Minaj rap if she's not doing, like, the gimmicky stuff with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if she ain't doing, like, the highs and lows and the Roman shit, it's not as interesting to me.
Really? Because it's the opposite. I can do without that. I really can.
The best hooks and the best verses that I like her the most on are the ones where she has the more animation and shit.
I'm fine either way, because my favorite
I need mixtape Nicki back.
We all want the mixtape Nicki back. She ain't never coming back though, so there's that.
But I definitely appreciate Nicki Minaj rapping regularly. I appreciate the fact that she actually rapped on this album. I will say that. Like, when I was listening to it, I'm like, oh, good, she's rapping. And it's not a whole bunch of her singing and trying to force the pop shit. She actually rapped on most of the songs. She did do that one song with Ariana Grande, and it's another song that she was singing on. I was like, you know.
Really? Because I heard a lot of singing. I didn't listen to complete songs, but I was listening to pieces.
I heard the Ariana Grande song. I think it's called like Bed or something like that. And of course that's C-songy. And there was another one that I heard. But then there's like 2 or 3 of them that she actually raps on them. And I appreciate that. With that being said, Barbie Dreams isn't horrible. And I'm not putting it on my iTunes though.
Nicki Minaj is that one cousin.
This never ends well.
That
one of your cousins.
He's like she that one cousin where you be like, okay, bitch, I see you doing better for yourself. Okay, all right. And then just one day she just turned up and you realize she had a coke habit this whole time and all her money wasn't hers for real. And she's just a hot fucking mess. And you like, hey man, I'm rooting for you. I need you to do better. Not that I'm saying she on coke. That's just the best analogy I could come up with. Please
No,
ignore me.
Nicki Minaj reminds me a lot of the cousin who was real pretty and who was a cheerleader and was super popular in high school and stuff like that. You know, she was nice or whatever, but you know, she was super popular and kind of stuck up or whatever like that. And she like got, you know, she got all the cute tattoos and stuff when she was younger, but now she's 40. And she's still talking about high school and being a cheerleader and, you know, being popular and all, you know, this nigga wanted me and it's like, okay, but we 40.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like
I like yours better.
I feel like she's still talking about the same shit. And I don't feel any growth from Nicki Minaj. I don't really feel any real personality from Nicki Minaj. You know, her doing the little Barbie Dreams like fake diss record against all those people was, you know, cool, I guess, in the sense of like, oh, that's interesting, that's different, you know.
Was it fake?
Yeah, that's what she said. She said that these was all people that she was cool with, which I was even like, well, dang, couldn't even enjoy that. But you know, she can't
even Meek Mill.
I mean, I guess they cool. What he gonna do about it?
Yeah, you're right.
You know. But she got on Twitter and was like, oh, no, these is all people that I'm cool with. Y'all must have never heard Biggie's Dreams or whatever the name of the song that she took it from. I'm not a hip-hop aficionado. Email the page. I don't care. But whatever Biggie song that was. Because you know how niggas do. You don't know that Biggie song? No, I don't. Sue me. So, you know, like she got on there and said that it was all cool or whatever like that, but she can't get on there starting beef with nobody because everybody's just gonna be like, okay, where was that same energy for Remy Ma?
Right.
She ain't lived that all the way down yet.
I just want her to do better.
She ain't never gonna live that all the way down.
I really
the start of her destruction, like all the way.
I really want to like her. I want to like her. I want to root for her. I want to be a Nicki fan and I want to be proud of it, you know? But she's making it fucking hard. She is I wish her the best. I have no beef with her for real, but she's a goddamn bird. She is like a New York bird, like true and true.
You
like,
see that she was on Twitter explaining her bars to us again.
Who?
Nicki.
Oh, she was explaining the bars.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, we don't need no damn dictionary. Put the music out and leave it as it is. Shit.
No, leave it. We get it. It wasn't that clever.
Right.
we not impressed because we didn't get it. We not impressed because it wasn't that good.
Look, sis, that's what it boiled down to.
Nicki, let me talk to you again. Because remember I talked to you about your damn weave before and you fixed it. I appreciate that. Nicki, let's talk. Come in close. Listen very closely. We don't want to hear you sing no more.
Nobody.
We don't. Nobody asked for it. Not even the Barbs. I checked. We don't want to hear it, baby. That's all right. Leave that alone. Leave that at home. Use the other gifts that the Lord gave you. Okay? That ain't it. I'm not saying that you're terrible. You can sing. If you want to sing, you sing to your heart's content at home.
But we're not
on them albums, in public, in front of company. You better give us bars. Thank you. Amen. Blessed be.
All that one girl's valid criticisms of Nicki Minaj in her, which she did not tag her to in her tweet, they're all correct. I agree.
It was correct.
It was the most thorough read of Nicki Minaj outside of when Remy used Nicki Minaj's own name like 17 different ways in her diss track.
I'm just like, dude,
man,
just
I wish
be better. And she has the connects. She has the influence. Like, she has the people around her to influence her properly so she can elevate her shit. But she just over here like, yeah, my pussy is juicy. Ma'am. Ma'am.
I laugh because that's definitely could be a Nicki Minaj bar.
You did a fucking tour with Beyonce. You ain't learned shit from Beyonce that whole time. You ain't pick up no tips. Like, bitch, how can I elevate myself?
I admire Nicki Minaj's business acumen. She is a force to be reckoned with. What I can't get with is how insecure she is.
Incredibly. It is annoying.
I know we all have our insecurities, but damn, she's wearing her shit on her sleeves.
Like, you are considered a fucking A-list celebrity. Okay? Niggas in Japan know about you. All right? I know 3 niggas in Romania that know about you. Bitch, you are in
Romania? That's the real thing right here.
Well, I was just saying niggas like in general, as in people. They are very much white. They're white. Okay. So it's just like, you got all the tools. You got the whole fucking kit. And yet you gonna sit up here, kick the kid over, and sit down in a chair eating your hot Cheetos.
Eating them hot Cheetos, girl.
With some Nike slides on.
Nike slides, sis.
So can we talk about hot Cheetos just real quick? I just wanted to do better. That the puff corn, flaming hot puff corn, I know that it is going to be the death of me, but I would be damned if it's not good.
Ew.
Yeah, you on the island by yourself.
That's crazy.
But I want Nicki Minaj to be more secure in her place in hip hop, because she does not seem secure.
Right.
I want Nicki Minaj to take a year or 2 off, like a real year or 2 off, and just leave us alone. Go find Onika and come back with something fresh. We all know that your pussy is really tight and that you have to get in it. We know, sis. You've told us every single album.
And you know what? Listen, and I'm not gonna blame everything on Nicki. I think if she switched labels, if she wasn't around Lil Wayne, I think she'd be so much better.
No, I'm not blaming Lil Wayne. It has nothing to do with Lil Wayne. It's her.
I'm 50. I'm
the idea that she has a lot more control and say over her career and her, and what her music sounds like. I don't get the feeling that they're controlling her in any shape, way, or form. I know that they might influence her to a certain extent.
That's what I'm saying. She's being influenced. The people that you are around, you're going to act like and you're going to be like to some extent. And I'm sorry. Lil Wayne is not nobody's damn role model. I don't want to be influenced by him at all. And think about all the niggas she probably has at the studio. Like, just think about it. There's some behind the scenes shit that we just probably aren't aware of.
I think that it's an insecurity because she's been on the top uncontested for so long. And so for the longest time, she's been the greatest. She's been awesome. Everybody around her is telling her yes, and there's no reason to tell her no because there's nobody to tell her no for. She didn't have any competition. I mean, before Cardi, there wasn't really anybody who was serious competition. Like Young M.A., she had 1 or 2 songs or whatever like that. Remy Ma, when she got out of prison, she did that joint CD with Fat Joe or, whatever they did together, that song, that All the Way Up remix that got them that Grammy nomination. But outside of, before Cardi B, there wasn't anybody really pushing the potential for her to be the queen of rap. And then as soon as
that's the industry's fault though.
But it's her insecurity, and it's her insecurity in the fact that it's like, okay, Remy Ma comes out and she's a great rapper, and so you've been able to say that you're the greatest female rapper, blah blah blah, whatever, because Iggy Azalea may sell albums, but she not real and she don't write. You know what I mean? So you've been able to sit as the true queen of hip hop for so long, uncontested, because there was nobody to argue with. Was she gonna battle rap Iggy Azalea? You know what I mean? And so Remy Ma came out and embarrassed her and out career if that happened. Yeah.
First of all,
no, but the thing is like Remy Ma comes out and Remy Ma comes out and embarrasses her, and then Cardi B comes out and she's killing the game without being that good. So you're not the best rapper out, and you're not the only one who can put out a bop. What's the truth? You can't Meek me. You can't Meek Mill. You kind of got Meek Mill overall, but you can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put out this No Fraud song. The No Fraud song flopped. whatever
was really
song
bad.
she came out after
And
that.
how you gonna? And then this is my thing. How you gonna retort to a damn diss track with features? It's supposed to be just you.
Listen, all the things that she did wrong in those situations, all of that. That's all coming
It's
back.
supposed to be just you.
Look, okay, well, I'm not. That's what I think it is, and we can wrap it up because we can be here all day talking about insecurity and the effect of social media and and all this other stuff. But it's getting late, and I'm tired. So let's move on. Does anybody have a tea for Trident?
Oh, bitch! Yes, I do.
Well, you can
No,
wait.
sis,
You can
get
go
it off your heart.
last. Let me just do mine real quick. I just want to say,
Of course, you gonna go first. Go ahead.
because mine is short, and I can't follow up whatever rage you about to rain down with my tea for Trident, which is the people in Houston traffic. Just to remind you, just because you're ahead of me in traffic doesn't mean you're ahead of me in life. Relax, calm down. We're all gonna get there.
Doesn't mean you're ahead of me in life.
It don't mean that you're ahead of me in life. There's no pot of gold that we're all racing for. This isn't Mario Kart. This isn't Crash Bandicoot. There's no prize for you getting ahead of me. You're racing to a red light. You're switching lanes to get around the car and almost fucking up both of our cars because you can't wait half a second. You are not dying. You will be okay. And if you hit my car because you're doing the most, you better drive off. Because if I catch you, I am going to beat the shit out of you.
That's fair.
So just relax. Calm down. All right? That's my tea for Trident.
My tea, and I'm going to keep this real short, is for Omarosa. We are good, love. Enjoy. All right, I'm done.
Crystal.
All right, I got 3, and they real short.
My
I'm gonna
God.
go with the short. Let me finish. I got to get this off my chest. Okay.
All right, sis.
Listen. If I ask you a question, if I ask you a yes or no question, just answer yes or no. I don't want a fucking essay. You are not Tennessee Williams. I don't want to hear a tall tale. I want to hear yes or no, bitch, and that's it. The second one. If I ask you to do something, keep in mind, I never ask anybody something that I wouldn't do for them. I keep that in mind before I ask anybody to do. If I ask to do for you to do me a favor, I got to think to myself, would I do this for this person? All right, bet. So I never ask anybody anything that I wouldn't do for them in return. If you know that you can't do it or that you don't want to do it, fucking tell me. Because you know what's going to happen when you don't do it? Rage. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to cut you out of my life. And I'm going to be pissed. And I'm going to be tempted to show up at your mama's house. If you can't do it, or you don't even want to do it, just fucking say it. Just say it. As soon as you know that you can't do the shit, tell me immediately, God damn it. Or I'm going to hate you for the rest of my goddamn life. I will put it on my tombstone that you are a bitch ass nigga. It will be in my goddamn obituary that I fucking hate you and you not invited to my funeral, which will be called the Black Party, hosted by Diddy, sponsored by Ciroc. The third.
Oh, I'm definitely coming. How do I get VIP to your funeral? Is that something you have to
yeah, there's going to be VIP and bottle service. All right.
Okay.
Third, in reverse. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. There's no need to check in on me every 5 fucking seconds. Now, it's going to take me 2.5 centuries to do it because I move slower than molasses in a winter storm, but it's going to get done. Now, if we on a time crunch, then I'm going to do my damn best to get it done for you as soon as possible. Let me know when you need it, what you need done, how, whatever. I'm going to get it for you. I got you. But do not poke and pride when it's getting done. Did you say you was going to do? Did you do? Yes, I fucking told you I was going to do it. So that means I'm going to motherfucking do it. Do not bother me all damn day because you know what's going to happen? I'm gonna give you the honesty that you should have gave me when you said you couldn't do the shit. I'm gonna tell your ass that I can't fucking do it because you are an annoying ass bitch, and you gonna get the same treatment that the other motherfuckers did that I just mentioned previously. You gonna be in my obituary too. That you a nagging ass hoe, non-gender specific, and that's all I gotta say. It just makes me so fucking mad. It's really simple. Also, if I ask you something, don't take forever to answer the question. I hate that shit. If you know what the answer is, just tell me when you know it. I don't need to, I don't know. God damn it, what's the answer? I'm very impatient. I expect results. All right, now that's all. Thank you. Be blessed.
Before we close out the show, I do want to give a resounding yes, bitch. And I had to think about it really, really quickly. But the person I want to give my yes, bitch to this week is Laverne Cox.
Hey.
She plays Sophia in Orange is the New Black. I want to give her a yes, bitch, because she was killing that level up challenge in the water, in the pool, on land. She was killing it in several different levels. I also want to give her a resounding yes, bitch, to Beyonce for her Vogue cover and for being Beyonce. Resounding yes, bitch, to all of her children.
And before we go, I just want to say, everybody send up a prayer for Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm worried about that.
Somebody go find Patti LaBelle and put her ass in some saran wrap, okay? Y'all seen the way she like to eat. Put her in some saran wrap.
Yeah. So until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.